Hey, it's Jeff again with Apex Leadership Development, Reaching Your Peak podcast. True growth doesn't happen alone. True growth isn't a solo journey. It thrives on an environment of support. And if you're going to have true growth, there's going to be understanding and genuine connection. Support, understanding, connection. And I don't know why this really made me think about back during the beginning days of COVID-19 and places were shutting down and people were just feeling like they had lost all connection. Even when I went back to work, the connection was very limited. There were very few people working, your support staffs and those things. In some respects, you knew you weren't alone. You knew that staff was there, but it did feel kind of alone. We worked a lot of days with one person at the door, one person at the register, and one person floating around the floor. When you're used to having a lot more staff in the store, we limited the amount of people in the store, all of those things. There was a feeling of isolation that comes in there. And I think that when people try to go solo, I mean, I know that it's possible. I've seen it happen. Don't send me a DM. Feel like you can do it solo, but it goes so much better if you're doing it with somebody else. Today, I want to talk about coaches who coach for connection. It's one of the benefits you're going to get if you hire a coach. You're going to have a connection. They're going to be authentic connections. They're going to be motivational. They're going to be looking out for your well-being, physical, emotional, the health of your organization. That coaching relationship is unique. There's a lot of trust that happens back and forth. You trust your coach trusts in you. You're trusting your coach to help lead you to the right place. Your coach is trusting you to be honest and upfront and forward about everything. You get this sense of belonging. You get this deeper personal connection. What exactly, Jeff, are you talking about when you're saying connection in coaching context? There's a trust-based relationship. We talked about that, and it's allowing, you're going to be vulnerable. You're going to open up maybe about some stuff that you maybe wouldn't open up with your team. Okay, you're going to talk to your coach about some of those things. And it's not just a transactional interaction, but a support care for you. There's a three-dimensional connection when it comes to coaching. There's self-connection, so that coach is going to help you connect and gain clarity with your values, your goals, and your emotions that surround all of those things. So then the second part of that is there's going to be that connection with the coach. There is that mutual respect relationship, and that's rooted in trust and rooted in that mutual respect. There's the connection with the coach. Then the third connection is a connection to purpose, and you're going to tap into the why and aligning your daily activities and your actions with those goals that you have. And then the other thing I would say is coaching it's important for growth. People feel connection is important for growth. When people feel connected, they're going to take more risks because they know somebody's there to support them if they fall. When people feel connected, they're going to be more innovative and they're going to push through challenges with greater resilience because they know they have somebody that's walking through this with them. Thinking then, how does that coaching relationship foster connection? Well, first of all, it provides a safe space. It's a no judgment environment. You can say anything in a coaching relationship, and that coach is going to take it and they're going to figure out what to do with what you said. The coach is trained to listen to you. They're trained to actively listen to you and without judgment. They might think it's the wildest, craziest thing that's out there, but if it's really where you feel your vision and your thing is taking you, then that coach is going to be invested in it. And it's going to allow you to share openly and just kind of get beyond the fog and get beyond all of the smaller type things. There's an encouragement for authentic connection that's going to come through powerful questions. A coach is going to use those powerful questions to help you pull out some unspoken thoughts and some feelings. It's going to give you a deeper sense of self-awareness because of those questions that you're having an understanding of really what's inside of you and trying to get that out of you. And then again, we talk about this. I don't think you can talk about this enough in a coaching relationship, but a good coach is actively listening and really trying to clarify what's happening inside of you and what's going on with your goals, your dreams, your visions, and things like that. And again, because they're connecting with you, that's going to foster a sense of trust and confidence in the coach that's going to allow you to open up, deeper. Talk a lot about this, but it's going to cultivate a positive mindset. You're going to see collaborative support from your coach. They're going to work together to help you find a solution and looking at obstacles that are there and helping you overcome those obstacles through your knowledge and expertise. You have a lot of emotional reinforcement. One of the big things there, we're going to celebrate wins. That coach is going to see some wins that you have that are small wins that you might not even think, but they're going to acknowledge that progress, and they're going to offer some emotional support along the way for a client to help resolve some of those bigger picture things. They're going to help you see the small wins in that bigger picture and help you keep going. It's going to help you strengthen your relationship with your team and your stakeholders, especially if, the coaching is set in the context of a leadership coaching situation. When leaders model a genuine connection with the coach, they're going to transfer those principles to their teams. I remember some coaching through some really tense times that I had in one of my positions, and I just remember the person who was coaching me, the things that they brought to me. They were so good at the things that they brought out and the things that they helped me see. I was able to take that to my team and be able to communicate with my team a lot more clearly, a lot more directed, with a lot more vision. And you've been vulnerable, so you have a little bit of vulnerability with your team, which deepens those relationships just a little bit more. And it centers around that shared purpose, right? When you clarify that why, your team's going to come together underneath of that why, and everybody's going to be unified around a common goal. And then the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to deepen our alignment with our goals and purpose. When we refine our visions and our values, when we get those things sharpened and we really get those things dialed in, and that comes to that discussion and that conversation with the coach. So the coach is really going to help you, again, connecting deeper with your vision and values. And then because of that, one of the outflows of that is that there's going to be some consistency in the way you function and operate, because you're continually functioning centered around your vision and values. Part of that alignment and part of those things, they happen because you're also having follow through with your coach. You're having those regular conversations with your coach, and you're going to see some movement because of that. A couple practical steps that are going to help you enhance your connection, right? Regular check-ins. You should have scheduled, consistent check-ins with your coach. I can tell you that people that I'm coaching, I don't just have my regular scheduled check-ins. Like, we might meet once a week. We might meet once a month, whatever our time frame is. If it's every 3 weeks, 6 weeks, in between there, sometime I'm connecting with them to find out how their progress is going. One, it's an accountability feature. Number two, it's just, I'm genuinely concerned. Remember, one of the things I talked about, I really like people. I like to see people go from A to B to C. I know a lot of people use journaling as a part of it. Definitely take advantage of those type of things, whether it's an audio journal, whether it's doing videos or writing it down. One of the other ways to enhance that connection is just being honest in the communication with your coach. Share your successes and challenges with your coach. We're not here to see everything, trying to think of the right word there. We don't expect everything to be 100% all the time. We actually want to see a little bit of vulnerability from you when you're open about your struggles, because then we see what those are and we know where the pitfalls are going to be, and we know what the obstacles and challenges are going to be. And because we know where they're at, we're going to help you guide through them a lot easier. There's going to be a lot of active listening, empathy from your coach. And if you want to connect with people deeper, actively listen to them. Don't just listen for what you want to say next, but listen for what's going on. Listen for what they're feeling, hear what they're telling you that's beyond the words that they're saying. Follow their body language, follow the emotion that's there with them, and utilize that in your coaching relationship. The other thing that the coach is going to do is seek clarity on personal and team goals. We're going to make sure that you're hitting the goals that you want. If you want to hit goals and you're coming to a coach to help you identify those goals and to set clarity around them, and you're not hitting those goals, it's not being effective. So we want to make sure that we're being effective, and we're going to make adjustments around how we see things going. And I don't know if I can ever emphasize this enough, but celebrate milestones and celebrate every moment of growth. They don't have to be big wins. We look for the touchdowns, right? But you don't get a touchdown without getting a first down. You don't get a first down without a 3-yard rush. You see what I'm saying? 3-yard rushes, they add up. You got 3 of them. You only got 1 more yard per, you got to have a 4-yard in there, I guess. Okay, sorry. I don't like football. Can you tell? But celebrate all of those milestones. Celebrate every one of them. Every little milestone matters, and if you celebrate that, it's going to give you the confidence to move on to the next one. Okay. What's going to happen when you get a coach? It delivers more than just tactical growth, but you're forging a connection. You're connecting with your goals. You're connecting with your coach. You're connecting with yourself internally. And so listen, if you haven't hired a coach yet, if you haven't made that step, just want to let you know I'm here for you. There's a lot of good coaches. I can tell you how to find a coach. A lot of good stuff. Maybe I should do a video on how to find a good coach. You should explore how a coach can bridge the gap by providing safe oriented, safe coach is going to help you bridge a gap. And so if you don't have that relationship yet, I really want to encourage you to seek it out, because like I started out with, true growth doesn't happen alone. True growth isn't a solo journey, but true growth survives in an environment of support. It thrives in an environment of understanding, and it survives in an environment of genuine connection. It's Jeff with Apex Leadership Development and Reaching Your Peak podcast. Hope y'all have a great day, and we shall talk to you later.